Funding disparities create imbalances. China's deep-sea budget exceeds $200 million annually, while most EU nations allocate under $20 million each. Corporate priorities often divert resources from basic science to applied geology, supporting resource extraction. Legal gray areas persist. The flag state system allows companies to operate under permissive jurisdictions, while bioprospecting remains largely unregulated. Pharmaceutical firms patent extremophile-derived compounds without benefit-sharing agreements. Personnel risks remain real, as highlighted by the Titan submersible implosion. Older vehicles like Alvin average 1 emergency ascent per 200 dives, and training standards vary widely between commercial and research operators. Future developments will likely accelerate competition. China plans a deep-sea science base near the Mariana Trench, while the EU proposes connecting Atlantic seafloor observatories. Private ventures even plan manned tourist hotels at extreme depths. Each expansion brings new capabilities and ethical concerns. The human element persists in this technological race. From brave pilots navigating treacherous depths to visionary entrepreneurs funding breakthroughs. This competition accelerates discovery while testing our ability to balance exploration with environmental responsibility. Medical miracles from the deep. Deep-sea organisms have produced medical breakthroughs that land-based research failed to deliver. The extreme conditions of the deep ocean drive the evolution of unique biochemical compounds with unprecedented therapeutic potential. 3 FDA-approved cancer drugs derived directly from marine organisms, and many more remain in clinical trials. These discoveries challenge traditional drug discovery approaches that relied mostly on terrestrial sources. Consider these key examples of marine-derived medicines and their life-changing applications. Cone snail venom, ziconotide Prialt, provides pain relief 1,000 times stronger than morphine without addiction risk by precisely blocking N-type calcium channels. For chronic pain patients, it offers an opioid alternative that doesn't cloud mental function. Researchers are now testing related peptides for epilepsy and Parkinson's. Sponge compounds, discodermalide and halavin interfere with cancer cell division. Halavin helps metastatic breast cancer patients gain months of additional quality life when other treatments fail. A single sponge species may contain dozens of unique anticancer molecules. Vent bacteria enzymes. Heat-stable DNA polymerases enable precise PCR testing, while specialized proteases dissolve blood clots without damaging healthy tissue, critical for stroke recovery. These enzymes outperform land-derived alternatives in both accuracy and safety. Deep-sea tunicates produce trabectedin, approved for soft tissue sarcoma. Unlike harsh chemotherapy, it targets specific genetic mutations in tumors while sparing healthy cells. One ovarian cancer patient described it as the first treatment that didn't make me feel worse than the disease. Scientists now synthesize it to avoid harvesting thousands of kilograms of sea squirts. Horseshoe crab blood detects bacterial contamination with unmatched sensitivity. Every injectable drug and medical implant undergoes testing with their hemocyanin, a process that saved countless lives from undetected infections. Modern medicine still depends on this 450-million-year-old defense system. Antarctic toothfish antifreeze proteins now preserve transplant organs by preventing ice damage. Modified versions enable cryoablation, where surgeons freeze tumors precisely without harming surrounding tissue, a breakthrough for inoperable cancers. Marine toxins reveal surprising benefits at controlled doses. Tetrodotoxin from pufferfish treats severe cancer pain by blocking specific sodium channels. One clinical trial participant described it as finally sleeping through the night after years of opioid-resistant pain. Deep-sea fungi produce novel antibiotics like marinomycins that defeat drug-resistant MRSA. Their unique structures bypass existing resistance mechanisms, offering hope against superbugs that kill 35,000 Americans annually. Bioluminescent proteins revolutionize surgery by making cancer cells glow. Surgeons report 30% more precise tumor removals using these deep-sea derived markers, significantly reducing recurrence rates. The potential extends far beyond current discoveries. Spider cone snail venom contains 200+ unstudied peptides, with 60% showing activity against neurological disease targets. Salinosporamide A from trench bacteria penetrates brain tumors better than any land-derived drug. Vent bacteria produce next-gen tuberculosis drugs that overcome antibiotic resistance. Each deep-sea expedition uncovers new medical possibilities. A 2022 survey found 8 previously unknown sponge species with potent anti-cancer activity. With less than 1% of deep-sea species studied, the ocean floor remains medicine's most promising frontier, where extreme conditions create compounds that heal rather than harm. Microplastics in the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench contains plastic waste at depths exceeding 10,000 meters. A grocery bag was found at 10,898 meters in the Challenger Deep, the deepest recorded pollution. This reveals how thoroughly human waste infiltrates Earth's most remote environments, turning pristine depths into dumping grounds far beyond our sight. Amphipods from these depths show alarming contamination. 50% contain plastic fibers in their digestive tracts, some with up to 8 different plastic types embedded in tissues. These fibers match those from surface waters, carried downward by deep ocean currents. The thermohaline circulation acts like an escalator, transporting microplastics to hadal depths in under a decade. The Tonga Trench's unique shape traps debris, creating microplastic concentrations 5 times higher than surrounding areas. Sediment cores tell a grim timeline. Near zero particles in 1960, 40 per gram by 2010, now exceeding 200 particles. A 500-fold increase matching global production curves. The Atacama Trench exemplifies this paradox, where scientists discovered 15 new amphipod species in 2022, each already contaminated. Extreme pressure preserves plastic like time capsules, making decades-old debris appear new while poisoning their discoverers. This pollution alters deep-sea chemistry. PVC releases chlorine ions under pressure, creating toxic zones, while nylon absorbs heavy metals at 800 times ambient levels. These become poison pills for scavengers. Amphipods fed microplastics produce 40% fewer offspring, and deep-sea corals show impaired feeding behaviors. Vent mussels develop weakened anchors, making them easy prey. Garbage patches form even here. A 3.5 square kilometer debris field in the Japan Trench sits frozen in time, unlike surface gyres. The plastic invasion reshapes life itself. 12% of hadal microbes now specialize in degrading plastics, creating nanoplastics that infiltrate tissues more easily. When contaminated amphipods were fed to grenadier fish, predators developed liver inflammation within weeks. No trench is spared. The Puerto Rico Trench holds 450 plastic items per square meter. Even the isolated Malloy Deep in the Arctic shows contamination in every sample since 2017. Museum specimens from 1950 reveal pristine digestive tracts, while modern counterparts average 12 microplastic particles, a transformation occurring within a human lifetime. Cleanup is nearly impossible. Retrieving 1 kilogram costs $75,000, and surface interceptors can't reach subsurface currents. Some bacteria adapt, incorporating plastics into biofilms or using plasticizers as food, a disturbing testament to life's adaptability amid our waste. Meanwhile, deep-sea mining equipment risks spreading more microplastics, and lost fishing gear accounts for 20% of deep plastic by weight. New technologies offer glimmers of hope. Spectroscopic sensors map pollution gradients, and biodegradable polymers are being tested. Yet plastic's durability means particles deposited today will outlast civilizations. Even if production stopped tomorrow, models show deep-sea plastic concentrations would keep rising for 150 years as existing waste completes its downward migration. The tragedy lies in the disconnect. We discard items without thought, yet they journey farther than most humans ever will, reaching places we've barely explored. Each new expedition finds pollution arriving before scientists do, tainting undiscovered ecosystems before we understand them. Our waste has become the invasive species, colonizing the deep faster than we can study it. A sobering legacy written in polymer and poison. The deep ocean remains Earth's least understood ecosystem. With less than 5% explored, each expedition uncovers species that rewrite biology, from pressure-resistant fish in the Mariana Trench to ancient sharks prowling continental slopes. These discoveries prove how much we still don't know about our own planet. Though current technology offers fleeting glimpses, most depths remain untouched. Yet they regulate our climate, hold medical breakthroughs, and preserve evolutionary secrets. That initial 5% statistic reminds us, every dive reveals something extraordinary. As we push engineering limits while protecting fragile ecosystems, the next discovery could redefine life itself. The deep calls, full of wonder, urgency, and infinite possibility.